Hello everybody, this is Steven coming to you once again through the power of the internet. And today we're going to be going back to a topic that we've discussed in previous videos a long time ago. Namely, we're going to be taking a look at the hot air rework station that I have, the 8508D. Let's see, there we go, I can get that in the shot there. This is available in under a couple different brand names, I believe, off of eBay. And if you go back through, oh, there goes the autofocus again. If you go back through some of my older videos, you'll see when I did originally get this, I did an unboxing, and I also did then a follow-up shortly afterwards. So for today, we're going to do another follow-up video. I'd have to say that since my last one, the hot air rework station actually served me quite well for a number of months, and then it kind of stopped working. Strangely enough, what happened was I took a break, and then I ended up revisiting some projects and whatnot where I did need to use the rework station, and I found that it wasn't producing the same sort of airflow that I was used to, right? So it just stopped functioning properly. So I'd crank the dials on the front to increase the airflow, and it was coming out just ever so slowly. So what I'd have to do is I'd have to crank the heat in exchange to actually get something to happen. But unfortunately, the airflow was actually so low that it wasn't cooling the actual elements enough. So the elements were heating up so much that it actually ended up melting the plastic right here just from proximity. So it would become so malleable that you can just poke it with tweezers, and you were just basically poking right through a barely viscous fluid at that point. It was just ever so slightly holding it together. I probably could have breathed on it and just deformed the plastic completely here. So what ended up happening was I actually ended up taking away some of the plastic, as you can see, just because it was molten. So eventually, around January this year, I decided to open it up and take a look what went wrong. And I was rather disappointed to see what happened. But then again, though, this is just it was $60 or something when I first got it off of eBay, and it was it's just some cheap Chinese piece of equipment here. But I did end up getting it fixed, so I'm going to open it up and I'm going to show you what went wrong. All right, so here we go. Let's open it up. And here we go. Here's the inside. Now we've seen this before, but there's a couple of small differences that we've changed. So if you remember, this is the pump right here, and this little air tank was strapped to the actual pump with two zip ties that went through these little grooves here and went all the way around the pump. So when I opened it up, going, okay, we got to fix this. What is wrong? I discovered that these tubes were actually bent so far over that they were basically shut, right? They were kinked all the way, both of them. So what I did, first thing I did was just cut the zip ties, right? I'm like, I don't care. I'm just gonna let it free hang like that, so that the actual tubes can be open. But then I turned it on and I found that it still wasn't working. And then I took a close look. I took a close look at this cheap plastic. It's just like, garbage, bottom of the line quality plastic, right? And found, see, I got tape all over it right now. It's kind of hard to see with the light. Let's see if I can. It's gonna be hard to see regardless. But there's two cracks running where my finger is pointing, one there and one there, all the way down the plastic right here. So I just took like regular garbage tape that I had lying around because I wanted to see if I could get it to at least work, and tape that all up. Because what was happening was that the pump would be putting air into here, and then the other tube here, this tube goes to your nozzle, or to your wand, I should say, right? This tube directly attaches to this. So if this one, so if air is leaking out of here, it's just not going to build up any pressure and come out the wand. So I just put some tape on top of the plastic. So I'm pretty sure what happened was, because this motor is also cheap, it vibrates quite a bit. What happened was that with this thing attached to it and being such a low quality plastic, it literally just shook cracks into it, and that was it. It just then stopped working. So since taping it back up, it works again, and I've been able to use it for my GPIB USB adapters sometimes when I would solder a part on or whatever wouldn't sit properly. So I would just grab the rework station here and give her a go. But yeah, so that's something to keep in mind if you are interested in one of these things that this plastic can and does break. So you might have to open it up and give it a fix. And there's a closer look at what I'm talking about, right? So you can faintly see the I turned autofocus back on, but you can faintly see the cracks right there running up and along. Again, this is just regular tape. If I wanted to actually fix this properly, I'd use some nicer tape than that to make sure that this is all properly sealed up. But it does a good enough job just for now, until I figure out what I actually want to do in the future. But that's that. That is the fix that you need to do. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know that my original ones on this instrument are actually some of my highest viewed ones, so I hope that this will be helpful to you if you're looking to pick one of these up, or you have one and something's wrong with it, and maybe that is what's wrong with it. So anyways, if this was helpful or you liked the video or anything, leave a comment, give it the big old thumbs up. Gotta pick the right angle there for the camera. There you go. Big old thumbs up. And I will catch you all next time.